start with Lewis Miller. It seems like a great move for Lewis and great business for the club, but be sad to lose a player of his calibre in the squad.
Yeah, I think so. I think firstly, I wish him all the very best. I feel he deserves his move. He's done really well. A player I've really enjoyed working with. You know, when you think to when he joined, to the player he is now, the hard work that he's went through, and you know, he deserves his move, and I wish him all the very best. I think he'll be successful with his attributes that he's got down in England, and as you just mentioned there, it works for everybody involved, which is always pleasing.
And the club described it as a significant undisclosed fee you got for him. How much of that will be available to you to reinvest into the squad?
No, listen, the support and the backing and the budgets that have been around the football club and the backing for the Gordon family has been incredible. That's never changed. In terms of Lewis moving on and what that looks like, I think it's more a case of looking at the squad and seeing how it leaves us and what we're looking at. I've always said we'll have to look at the defensive options with players like Lewis that attract attention. We've got a lot of players in the group that, whilst the window's open, you need to be ready to be proactive, and we have been. We are working hard at that at the minute, but clearly he's someone that will need replacing because of the attributes he's got.
I know you'll be sick of being asked about it, but can you give us any sort of update on Grant Hanley and whether there's any more movement in him coming to Hibs?
Yeah, he's obviously one that's been obviously touted a lot around the place. We are in advanced talks with that one. We're hoping to see what that one can look like. Again, he's someone that, you know, played at a very high level, the right type of people. I speak about that all the time, trying to bring the right type of people into the football club, and then we're working hard to see what we can do on that.
How close is the squad to being where you want it to be by the time this transfer window closes?
I think you're always looking at how strong can you make it. You always have to be, I say the same words all the time when I get asked the question, whilst the window's open, you need to be ready for that. I do think we're still looking. There is still areas in which, if it comes up and we think it can improve, we will look to do that when you think about what we've done last season. But the group we've actually assembled already has demonstrated a very high standard, which is great. And I always keep saying it, the right type of people. We're not just bringing in numbers for the sake of bringing in numbers at all. There's a lot of hard work going on. We'll continue to go on to make sure we finish the window as strong as we can.
And looking ahead to Thursday, what kind of challenge do you expect from Partizan Belgrade, and how different will that challenge be to Michelin?
It will be very different. It's something the players will need to make sure they're ready for. You know, a real hostile environment, very intense when you see the games that they play, the support, everything that goes with that. So I think it's a different challenge and one the players should relish and look forward to, because a lot of them won't have experienced that before. Myself, I've not experienced that as a coach certainly, so I think that's something different we need to prepare the players for, make sure they are ready for it. But it's also a really good opportunity to go over there again and test yourself against, you know, a top level opposition, and we're going to go over there, and the level of opposition and the level of performance required is going to have to be similar to the Michelin we won before, but again, an opportunity to look forward to try and progress in the competition.
How much confidence can you take from those Michelin games looking ahead to Thursday?
You need to take loads of confidence from that. You know, I think I said that you always need to believe you can go and get a result, and I think that's what I said going into the first game. Going over there, you need to believe you can do it. If you can't believe you're going to do it, you're wasting time going over. And then certainly after the first leg, reminded the players that if you weren't believing before, you certainly should now. But yes, we need to play to a maximum to get through. We know that hasn't changed, but when we do that, we're a very good side, and we've demonstrated that already. And then obviously going into this game off the back of a real positive first league win of the season away from home, which is never an easy place to go, shows we're in a real good place at the minute.
And last one for me, do you feel like Hibs are underdogs going into this match? And if so, can that help relieve some of the pressure that might be there on Thursday?
I'm not sure. I think the history with Partizan Belgrade and everything that comes with that, going over there will be a real difficult test. We know that. Whether we're favourites, underdogs, I'm not really too fussed, to be honest. It's about concentrating on what we can do and making sure the players are ready for it, ready for the challenge, the game plan's in place. But we go into every single game trying to win the game. We're not going over there to not try and do that. Doesn't matter who we're playing. That is the mindset. I don't think you can go into a game not trying to win it, so that doesn't change. It's just a different environment that we're going into. You also have to factor in the quick turnaround, you factor in the travel, everything else. But this is why you do it. This is what the players are all prepared for, and they should really look forward to the opportunity and the challenge.